Identifying hazards around the facility is an important part of the pre-planning process. Rescue pre-plans are an essential part of any job site as much as the actual rescue itself. Things such as identifying equipment needs, hazards, compatible crews for a particular job, atmospheric conditions, identifying anchors for rescue systems, routes of travel to move patients to a rally point to meet an ambulance. These are things that are considered in part of the pre-planning process. If a rescue pre-plan is not in place, not only does it not meet OSHA standards, but that means decisions have to be made under stress, which can be disastrous if not handled correctly.
Are you all right, ma'am? Ma'am, you all right?
The first thing a rescuer is going to do once they make contact with a victim is identify, is the victim a critical patient or somebody that's going to require a slower removal due to the particular injury they may encounter. Any type of spinal injury requires a longer removal in order to handle a patient, because by going too fast you can actually make somebody's injury worse and ultimately end up paralyzing somebody when the goal is to return them to the condition they were prior to the incident itself. Yeah, having manpower both strong enough to move victims around, as you see here, is as important as having somebody that's able to, having a rescuer that's able to fit through a small narrow opening. Everyone plays their role, the riggers, the medics, or the hasty rescuer. These are all important positions and is an important portion of having a balanced crew that works well together and is safer and more efficient. Once the victim's removed from the vessel itself, any additional life-threatening conditions will be identified. Check the victim's breathing and pulse. Once those are intact, try and identify the underlying problem with the victim. Is it medical or is it trauma? They have to be packaged in order to safely lower them to a waiting ambulance or for transport. In this case, the victim's being packaged into a Stokes litter in order to do a horizontal lower down to the ground for an awaiting ambulance. This scenario was set up for the worst case scenario, being an unconscious person. Therefore, we would attach a litter attendant or a rescuer to go down with the patient, because it can take a little bit of time to get the victim down all the way 5 stories to the ground. If the victim's condition deteriorates, we have an attendant attached to the victim in order to try and mitigate some of these problems. That way there's constant patient care from the time the rescuer makes contact with the victim all the way till they're passed off to an awaiting ambulance. At the end of the day, our goal at Code Red Safety is to get everybody home safe to their families.